So we've got our axes zeroed, we have our Z's zeroed, all of our tools are touched off, we have all the right tools in here. We're good to go to start loading up a program. So I've got the iPhone lesson on this flash drive right here. I'm going to go ahead and plug it into the USB port on the side of the display here. There we go. And this will pop up in the list program section. So we're going to hit list programs. And you will see something up here that says USB device. We're going to go up, and over into the USB device. It won't show anything until you hit down. So now that I've hit down, I am inside the USB device here. And I'm looking around for my, my project. I just titled it a few numbers. I titled mine 4455. There we go. And now that 4455 is highlighted, I'm going to go ahead and hit select program, and that will transfer it over into our memory right here. Now that it's in our memory, we can go ahead and start setting up the coolant and get ready to run this thing. So we're going to go ahead and check to make sure that our coolant's pointed in the right place. It's not right now, so I'm going to go ahead and angle this. So that it's pointing more or less at the tip of my tool. There we go. I'm going to switch the nozzle here so that it will allow coolant to run through it. You want it to be facing, you want it to be parallel with the flow of the coolant, just like that. So our coolant's good. We've got everything all loaded up, and we have our program loaded up. Let's go ahead and run it. So I'm going to do some precautionary things just because this is the first time we're running our part. We're going to go ahead and turn on single block. It's underneath memory here. Turn on single block, and we're going to turn our rapid to 5%. And once we have those two turned on, we're going to go ahead and hit cycle start. What single block will do is it will make it you need to hit cycle start for every line of code. It's safer, it moves slower, you can observe what you're doing. The 5% rapid just makes all of the rapid movements go way slower. I'm going to turn mine up, but you should keep yours down low until you're really comfortable with your program. So it's switched to tool number 1, it's starting to spin. Coolant's turning on. I'm going to change, I've actually got to change how my coolant is pointing right now, so I'm going to go ahead and hit feeble. I'm going to open the door, I'm going to turn the coolant off. The coolant wasn't hitting the tip of my tool there, so we're going to see if it will now. I'm going to turn coolant back on. There's a coolant button right here. And almost. There we go, that's what we want. Alright, so now that we have that, we have our coolant turned back on. I'm going to go ahead and hit cycle start again. Where's back up? And it started just where I wanted it to, which means all of our Z-axes for our tool offsets are set correctly, or at least for this tool it is. So I'm comfortable with this tool now. So I'm going to turn off single block. And I'm going to let it run, just because I saw that it was starting where I wanted it to. The Z offset was correct. It didn't go too far down, it didn't go too far up. It's all looking good. And I will be looking for when it switches tool operations, which it just did. Hit feed hold. I'm going to go back into single block just to to make sure that this tool operation is oriented correctly, you can see that it says 2D contour up here, which indicates a new tool operation is happening. Alright, it's happening where I want it to. I'm going to turn off single block and I'm going to let it run. So what that 1/2" end mill just did was it faced off the top of our iPhone, and it also cut out the profile of it. We're going to be switching on to a 1/16" flat end mill to do some pocket operations for the camera and flashlight hole. So let's go ahead and move on to that next operation. You just switch tools. I'm going to turn it on to single block. And I'm just going to make sure that its Z is touched off correctly, because this is a different part. Different tool. Each tool has its own Z offset measurement. So if we're safe on one tool, we're not exactly safe on the next one. So we're just going to check using single block to see what's going on. Yep. Alright, so its Z is correct. I'm going to go ahead and let it run. I'm going to turn off single block. And we're going to let this cut out the pockets. There we go. I turned it back onto single block because it's a new tool. Its Z is correct. It just touched the top of our part, so its Z is correct. I'm going to go ahead and let single block go off. And we're going to let it run. There we go. You finished the first part of the iPhone. We'll be flipping it over later.